What's good, y'all? It's your boy Third Degree. We're back with more Ratchet news. Well, some of it's ratchet, some of it's not, but we still got to speak on it. So let's go. Tyler Perry's Beauty in Black returns September 11th. Season 2 trailer promises more drama and revenge. If you've seen Season 1, then you already know it's all over the place. But my homegirl, Dakia Anderson's in there, so I got to support. So make sure you tune in September 11th, all right? Beauty in Black. Let's go. Moving on. Sierra claps back at Russell Wilson corny talk, as she should. Why is it corny to love your wife and the dote over your wife and actually be a good man and father? You know what I mean? So shout out and salute to the queen. All right, moving on. A DoorDash driver almost got his car repoed while he was dropping off an order, but he managed to get away in his car. Hey, you know, I ain't mad at the brother, you know what I mean? All right, so moving on. Bow Wow spotted by his fans working at a Walmart in Atlanta. I call cap. Yeah, you know that boy got money. He got BET money and he got Love and Hip Hop money. He ain't, whatever, man. Moving on. Remembering Kobe Bryant earlier this week, it was his birthday and it was Black Mamba Day. So, you know, we Kobe fans around here. But also, too, they're saying that there's a Kobe Bryant movie in the works at Warner Brothers. So I can't wait to see it. I hope it drops really, really soon. All right? Let's make sure we do the Mamba right. RIP forever. Moving on. California man stops for gas mid-police chase and still manages to get away. What's up with these guys getting away from the repo, from the police? Hey, man, you know they probably, when they caught him, they're going to beat the bricks off that dude. Moving on. Yo, a serial butt sniffer arrested again weeks after a $100K bail. Well, you know what I mean? He got bailed out and he's back to sniffing butts again. But tell me why he looked like he could be Melvin's cousin, you know, minus the ears. He looked like a Space Jam character. Hey, man, stop sniffing them butts, man. Move along. Yo, where's Money Long and Life Jennings beefing? You know what I mean? I think there's no need. But, hey, moving on. Shout out to the owners of Doolins. He's asking for a community to come out and support the restaurant. And, you know, we're going to pull up. Well, let's make sure we pour into this brother like we poured into Melvis. Make sure that we help support. They actually got really good food, and he seems like a good dude. So we're going to definitely pull up, and we're going to support you, brother. All right? Moving on. Shiloh Sanders has been waived by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, like for what? Over that little skirmish? It seemed like the NFL got a problem with Deion Sanders and his sons for whatever reason, man. But we'll talk about that later. Moving on. It appears that Drake bought some type of Tupac Death Row Records chain, and folks aren't happy, me included. You know what I'm saying? Like, hold on, let me show you. Glasses Malone, even though I didn't like that video he did, Tupac Must Die, but he came right on point with this one. He said, you can buy cut ring and chain, but guess what? You still can't sit with us. Agreed. And rapper Forte, who was actually close with Pac from the Bay, said you don't deserve that chain. And, you know, he right. You know what I'm saying? Whoever's selling Drake these chains and rings needs to stop, man. All money ain't good money. Give it to Kendrick. You know, he don't deserve it, right? Moving on. Trump says Cracker Barrel should go back to the old logo. I don't even know why they changed it in the beginning. Yeah, but I guess it's more thing for awareness, I guess. But I guess it belongs in the logo heaven, right next to the Cream of Wheat, Aunt Jemima, the Land of Lakes, and Uncle Ben. Hey, but moving on. Lil Nas X was arrested last week for a public disturbance and maybe intoxication or maybe even just high off drugs. But he was nude, you know, but he replied, y'all girl will be okay. Lil Nas X calls felony arrest terrifying after a wild Nude LA incident. Bro, lay off the drugs, lay off the social media spotlight, and just lay low and get help, because you just stupid. All right, moving on. Monique Slaughter airs out Tank claims they had raw X, and he got her pregnant, and White Xena slept with the game. What in the Hollywood swinging is going on? Anyway, moving on. Congratulations to Michael Jackson's firstborn son, Prince, as he proposes to his longtime girlfriend. So congrats to them, and may they have continued success. Moving on. Man wins $273 million jackpot right after his wife divorced him. Yeah, I bet she's salty. Moving on. Will Smith is being dragged online after fans accuse him of using AI footage for tour promo. Like, for what? Why? Anyway, moving on. It's being reported that Mario and his girlfriend are pregnant. And so, you know, shout out to him. I guess, you know, she wasn't just more than a friend. Moving on. California restaurant owner accused of hiring gang members to set fire to a restaurant. The stuff that's going on in Cali, right? Moving on. Cardi B considers herself Afro-Caribbean, as she should, and we will talk about this later too. Moving on. Wait, before I do, I think Cardi needs to go ahead and get with Ancestry or 23andMe and do a DNA test and shut people up. You know what I'm saying? So what she really actually has in her DNA, I think that'd be good marketing and definitely good rollout for her albums and any singles, you know? But let's put that in the atmosphere. Moving on. Speaking of Cardi B, Offset says never again, swears off marriage after Cardi B drama tells men to run from the altar. I highly disagree. You just gotta be careful about who you marry. But we will talk about this later too. Moving on. R.I.P. to Chadwick Boseman, you know, the Black Panther, our prince, our king, you know, may continue to R.I.P. Happily heavenly birthday to my homie Johnny J, the legendary producer behind Tupac hits, How Do You Want It, Unconditional Love, Hit 'Em Up, and such more. Pour out a little liquor for the homie, yo. R.I.P. We miss you. Happy heavenly birthday. Happy heavenly birthday to my grandfather as well. I love and miss you always. All right, moving on. Trump says black women are begging for him to come to save them from crime that they deal with in Chicago. The people say he's insinuating black men. Right? Moving on. Tamar Braxton class back at Funky Denavinas, whatever you want to say their name. PR stunt claims, I did not fake my accident. Yeah, moving on. Big back. I'm sorry, y'all gonna hate me. I don't care who talk ish, but Taco Bell is bringing back fan favorite menu items from with the launch of Y2K menu, and they bring back the chili cheese burritos. So my big back ass gonna be up there eating chili cheese burritos because it's only limited time. So you know what I mean. So I gotta get the Mylanta and the Pepto ready because the Bubblies is finna happen. You know. Moving on. Rampage Jackson's son, Roger Jackson, is accused of attacking a wrestler at a Knox Pro event, slamming him and landing 20 punches that left him hospitalized. We're actually going to talk about this tonight. Was, you know, maybe a product of tough love? I don't know. We'll see. Moving on. Last but not least, Snoop Dogg criticizes LGBTQ representation in kids' movies. And, you know, it caused up quite a stir, but it opened up great dialogue, which is what we're going to talk about tonight. So, hey, that's all I got for y'all. Anyway, I'm your boy Third Degree, and that's been your Ratchet News. Enjoy the show.